Hello, everybody. Welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. We're going to get right at it. So we talked about in 5 questions about some of the run defense. We talked about playing nickel when the Steelers have 3 wide receivers, which is natural, but they're also in the 16-yard line. And so why don't you point out why this is nickel and what LaFleur is talking about having 4 down linemen?
Yeah, these guys, all they're standing up, they're considered linemen.
Yeah.
But they're also in the base considered linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as long as they got this guy in, the tight end, we always felt like that we're outnumbered as far as the blockers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about the receivers for a minute. Just these core guys. And just because he's in the shotgun doesn't necessarily mean they won't run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So we would put in either play our base, or we would leave Gilbert Brown out there and maybe take out a linebacker, or we would bring in another safety and do a 3-safety rotation. But we wanted to make sure we at least had 3 linemen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to keep these guys in, fine. But that'll be kind of your base defense, because you really don't have enough numbers, and we'll show that in a minute. But say that this happens, fine.
Okay.
You got to keep these guys off of these guys, or it's going to the house. If these linemen are able to push here, and it's just a dot in there, I mean, why would anybody ever throw the ball?
Yeah.
Because you're outnumbered. But say okay, fine. These 2 guys, they got to stay low, Tom, and they got to penetrate through the double team.
Yeah.
Because if just fighting the double team, if you move out of your gap, it creates another gap, and it's an easy run for Warren.
And this is the other thing. So let's say you had another, defensive lineman there.
Yep.
With this guy, so you'd have to take a DB out,
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, then his block isn't going to matter as much, because this guy has to choose who he's going to go for, and then you got this guy lined up against a linebacker, and he's probably going to win it, right?
Yeah, that's a possibility. And a lot of this stuff, I know it's easier to do it on Mondays or Tuesdays, but they run the same stuff.
Right.
So the plan would be when they get into this, I get the 3 receivers. But as long as they got a tight end in the game, you can consider playing either base or your big nickel. But I wouldn't play dime, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we'll take a look.
See, there's the thing there. See, now 11 comes in as another blocker.
Right.
So it's 6. Now they got 7 blockers, and see, you have 5 guys. Yeah.
Against 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and most of the guys. See, they won't block the guy to the outside. They won't even block him.
Right, he's out of the play.
Yeah, it's to get the pressure right here. They got the double team here. You got a single block here. And they created another double team with these 2 guys.
Yeah.
To just tell Warren, hey, listen, we're going to get you one-on-one with this safety. You got to make him miss.
Is this his gap then, right here? And then this is his gap. He's to the outside, and he's to this gap? Is that what you suspect? Or?
Only thing he's there to do is to save it from a touchdown. If it gets to him, you're in trouble.
Okay.
Because he got to make sure it ain't play action. They throw it deep to this guy running up the seam. Because they have that play as well. But here, you just got to survive the down, tackle it on the 3 or 4 yard line to line up again. And so you can really see it here.
Yeah.
See, because you got a guy that's unblocked here, but he's going at that angle.
Right.
And he's getting caught up in the trash.
He's coming up, and he needs to make that tackle, but he's going to run right by him. 37 can't make the tackle.
See, look up here. These guys these are decoys.
Right.
Yeah, they're decoys.
They're
so as long
nothing.
as you got a tight end in the game, you got to always assume they're going to run the ball. If you stop that, if you could stop the run on this and make this guy have a career day,
right?
Who knows? I mean, your strength of your defense is your pass rush.
Yeah, right.
You just paid a guy $100 million
to
get the quarterback. So make teams pass take away the run, make teams pass, and that's how you beat the Rams.
That's a great point. This is another run. Same thing.
Yep.
3 wides,
Yep.
nickel defense.
And they'll bring them in tight. They'll bring these receivers in tight to run what? Crossing routes or to block. Crossing routes or to block. He's already said during the week he wants more balls.
Yeah, right.
So, but look how deep he is. Quarterback's on the center.
Mm-hmm.
And their linemen are making calls. See, because they don't have to worry about anybody in this gap, This guy double team here. You double here and get to the next level. Double team here and get to the next level, cut guys off. Double team here and cut this guy off. And all he got to do is bypass him, and he can get into it, and you'll see that. See, there you go. Now, here, you got guys, when your head's there, he can go there or he can go here.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you got to be able to beat the double teams.
And here, TJ Slayton's getting blown out of that. He's too high, right?
Yes.
And so if he stays here, then they're in good shape. But
Yes.
Campbell has this too. Now, this doesn't reflect that he got cut at the ankles and he's off balance.
Yep.
So he can't really get to that end, but he's got to avoid that cut block too. Owens has a clear shot at him, and as we'll see, so Kenny Clark makes his best effort, but look at that hole.
Yeah, if you were a little bit lower in pressure now this guy, Kenny Clark, may have enough pressure to tackle him, get him down. But sometimes you're linebackers, if you shoot a gap, you got to make it.
Yeah.
You don't, you got to play it by the book.
And then missed tackle, could be a missed tackle here, and then Rashawn Gary has given up on a play there.
Yeah, you don't want that on film.
Yeah.
You want a guy just busting it there. Because, this guy may cause a fumble. You can run over there and pick it up.
Yeah.
That's
unlike him. He's not usually.
It puts a lot of pressure on the safety because if he don't make these plays, they're touchdowns.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. So let's switch over to offense.
Yeah,
and
please.
now we'll talk about Jayden Reed right here.
Now, here's a young guy that says, here's my opportunity on a few plays. Whether I get the ball or not, I'm busting it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Musgrave. You don't know if you're going to get it or not. You just don't know. Sometimes the play goes in for 33.
Yeah.
But what if it's covered? So you got to always run routes like you're going to get the ball to give this guy some confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the Steelers, so there's 59 seconds left.
Yep.
Steelers are protecting a 4-point lead, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DBs in the game, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so.
They basically got their dime in, but sometimes TJ will put his hand in the ground, and now he looks more like a lineman.
Right.
If he stands up, he's a linebacker, but he'll put his hand in the ground. So maybe the Packers can switch it up sometime to let the quarterback know they're indifferent to nickel or dime.
Yeah, and they're threatening a 5-man rush, too. Okay. So here's what the routes are. Why don't you go kind of show us what they're trying to accomplish?
This is Jones is running a decoy, really. He'll let him have that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to try the clock in your head is going off. He's the guy, okay? He's the short guy. He should be a little bit deeper, you would think, or maybe run something to occupy this safety over to clear it away for him so he can have a two-way go.
Right.
But again, the protection is platinum. But step up here, though, because you're getting a little pressure there with TJ. But Zach Thomas handling him enough for you to get this pass off.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Jordan Love stayed in the pocket, or he didn't escape.
Yeah.
Stayed in the pocket and make a throw. So you see, this is what he's looking at. Now, he's about to throw. Now, you see these guys breaking, okay? All these guys are breaking.
This is Jayden Reed. Let's just make perspective. Now, here's Watson in the middle of the field. I guess he's trying to draw. Well, these are the two safeties, right?
Yeah, you really don't like two guys in the same area.
Yeah.
But sometimes it could work. But I like to see Musgrave a little bit deeper. And then Watson, I like him to be out here drawing this guy away.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it happens because if that's where he's supposed to be, then he's correct. But as far as anticipation, I mean, this is like, I've never seen this from any quarterback this year. This is phenomenal.
Show him where the ball's going to be thrown.
I mean, you just think about the anticipation of having chemistry to know that I got to get here and get out of bounds. It's truly amazing. And you get some pressure in your face, and you got a guy coming around. And to throw this ball is just truly amazing.
Yeah, so Reed is right
Look at that.
here, and this throw is going to go
That's amazing.
here. So
It's a great throw, man.
Now, this is Reed right here, and the ball's already in the
on
air.
the way.
I believe that might be
Yep.
it.
He's crossed this guy's face.
Yeah. He's taking...
That's a veteran move. If you're Pittsburgh, you're like, what? Are you kidding me? And look at that. Not only did he cross up both safeties, outran this guy, and they got the angle on him. So when most young receivers do this time, they'll try to catch and get more.
Yeah.
You got no timeouts to do that.
Right.
Just get in and get out. And that was brilliant by 11. Yep. See right there, they'll try to cut back here, and we don't have a lot of time.
Right.
Get out of bounds. That was amazing.
Yep. That was a heck of a play.
That may be one of Love's best throws of his career.
Yeah.
His young career, man. That was it.
This was a good throw, too. Now we're looking at, got 3 wides, 87, 9, and 11.
Yep.
And
he's basically just to make sure there's no pressure here.
Right. And they got a chip on TJ Watt here. So the route, he's going to press this safety out this way, and then you can show what Reed's going to do.
Well, he got to read it, too. And they in cover 2, cover 4. Is it one high safety? How can I get over here? But I got to really be busting it because that's a long way to run. But by him being close to trips, he has a shorter path. But if this guy jams him up, he's a dead duck.
Right.
So he has to avoid this guy and just bust it. Because that's what he expects. Now, good thing about Jordan Love on this play, these are 2 of his best plays. See, he's looking this safety off. The safety's thinking, well, it's trips this way. Why ain't he looking over here? But he's looking here to throw this safety out. I think that's the reason why he got open. Look at that. And look at that. That's the only place you can put it.
Yeah.
It's the only, anywhere if it's over here, incomplete, over here, picked off, over here, incomplete, here, touchdown.
Yeah, and in the meantime, he's run. These guys have followed him the entire way.
Oh yeah,
and he outran them. He just flat outran them.
Using your finger, man. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
So those are the kind of anticipation throws we've been talking. Those 7 throws that are amazing. We like that to get to 10, and then the other ones can be average to okay, but those kind of throws makes you feel very good about the future when it comes to number 10.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when if I'm the Chargers, I'm definitely spending some time on him.
Yeah, no question about it. It makes you feel good.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on X's and O's.
Yeah. Of course, I want to thank Pick and Save. You can save up to $2 a gallon with your fresh perks. I don't know if people know that or not, but I'd save $1.60 per gallon only at Pick and Save. Again, if you're in the South Milwaukee area, please visit Torzala Brewing. They have all the best beers you can drink, trust me. Thank you very much.
All right, and we'll see you next time after the Chargers game.
Hopefully after I win.